Hello to a new episode of Backstage, today with the Swedish singer-songwriter Meadows.
I turn my eyes down low and I see the stars below. I know I have to go. Break through the glass of empty windows.
Jerry, Milton, Ross and Daniel Baumgart. Truth or dare? No question. These three people, they done the graphics of your new album, right?
Yes, or two people.
Or two people.
Yeah, Jerry Milton Ross is the first.
Oh,
Yeah.
my fault. It's the whole name.
Jerry did the illustrations, which is different organs from the body.
Yeah.
All the singles we released had different body parts, and Baumgart did all the layouts and the colors, and he also did the logo. They're very talented people I actually grew up with, so it's old friends.
I have your favorite story, a tour story. I came up with this because I also watched a video from your Facebook and from the tour with Rosmarine.
Yeah.
And then there were two girls in the end, or three girls in the end of the video.
Yeah, it was like, we did the show in that town, and then we walked to the hotel, and then my manager said, like, we should do something for the show tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So I stopped these young people we met and just told them, like, could you please say that you went to my show and it was amazing?
It's Meadows. Can you just say that you went to the concert and it was great?
And then they asked what my band was called, and I said, it's Meadows. And they're Meadows? I said, yes, Medals. Say Medals. So,
Meadows best.
Meadows.
Medals, yes. Medals.
Okay.
These are my friends
Meadows is the best ever.
I was there too, I should have told you. I'm the only boy awake now, gazing at the stars. I dive into the blue and you. Oh. Never had to walk like this before. I never had to hide away. I don't really wanna talk like this no more. I will walk until the night turns to day. And
if you could learn one new thing, what would that be? I know what that would be. I would love to learn German really well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I tour here a lot, and my girlfriend is German. She speaks very good Swedish, but my German is scheiß. So if I could just pick something that would be plugged into my brain, it would probably be German. And if I could just choose all the languages, I would love to have that. That would be my favorite superpower, to be able to speak. I would pick that over flying and invisibility.
Oh, really?
It would be speak all languages.
I would still fly, but yours is really a good one. Yours is a really good one because you can connect with so many people.
Yeah,
so
it
easy
would be awesome.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I would say it would be German. That would be fair to my girlfriend, and I would love to. It's a beautiful language. I know you don't get that a lot, but it's actually.
No, we don't get that at all. And I also found out that you got a daughter, right? You have a daughter, and she was on the first EP.
No, she's on this one actually.
But also on the first one, because now she's like around 15 or something, right? But she was 5, and there was a video or a picture.
Yeah, but that is actually, we recorded that long ago. I had this song called Incomunicado.
Ah, yes.
That I just fiddle around. It was a melody that I sang on the bike when I picked up her from school. So I sang it, and then she answered singing it back, and then I sang the next phrase and she answered, and I thought, this sounds kind of nice. So I went home and recorded it and asked her to sing it. And then I just left it for years, and I thought, no, I should pick that up for this record. So
interesting. But you said Incomunicado, so but there are no lyrics, or am I wrong?
No, that is correct. And that's what it means.
So she's singing the melody, or
yeah,
or
she just sings the melody.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Incomunicado, that's when you are put in a forced situation where you cannot communicate. It's a state where I like to put myself sometimes to be incomunicado and just focus
on yourself.
Yeah. I want a bicycle. No. I can't even enjoy a blade of grass unless I know there's a subway handy or a record store or some other sign that people do not totally regret life. Yes, that is from a poem of Frank O'Hara.
Yes.
Meditations in an Emergency. Yeah.
And it was the inspiration of your new album, right? A little bit, or?
Yeah, it was especially the inspiration of the title of the album and the feeling I had when I was recording it. And this specific part that you wrote down on this note, it's in a fence in New York. So when I went to New York, I had to find this fence, and it was really difficult to find it, but I did. I found it. He just has a wonderful way of both celebrating the good parts of the city and community, and also the feeling of being in an emotional distress, where he was so in such distress that the only thing he could do was just to sit down and give up and meditate over it. It's a cool poem. That is weaved in a little bit to the Emergency song of the album.
I would fly away tonight if I had wings that carried me further than I care to walk when darkness creeps up silently. You will be the butterfly, I feel you moving there. When I get lost at night, I fill my lungs with empty air. The forest took off all its leaves to show the stars through naked trees. Nothing's wrong, but nothing's right. I'm lost somewhere inside of me. I thought you'd be the one I lost, the one I never had, the one that got away, the one that never really stayed. But soon
I know I could have picked a better time. I could have been there from the start. Oh yeah, that's lyrics from Avalanche.
Yes. I think it's my favorite song of the record.
Oh really? Thank you. That's good to hear. It's one of those songs that I never go tired of playing. It's been written in several parts. I wrote the first part in the bathroom between two sets in a gig in Hamburg. I was playing the first set, and it's doing a two-set gig, and for some reason I was not getting into it. And I remember that I always feel very excited when I have a new song.
Yes.
So I thought I'll just work on something in the break. So just a tiny piece of that song, and then I started the next set by just playing it and improvising a bit, just to kind of get a little bit more focused. And then I liked it, so it kept with me. And then I played it on a friend's birthday.
Yes.
And the guy that mastered my record was on that birthday, and he said, "Why don't you put that on the record?" And so I recorded it, and Jen is singing with me on it. And I really like it too. It's fun. It's one of these strumming songs.
Yeah.
So.
it all hit me like an avalanche, and I never stood a chance. A single word and I would fall apart. A simple wave and I would dance. You unfold my wings, I crash into you. You could walk right in, but I would never know just what to do.
What I like about it is that it seems to be happy in the beginning because the melody is really going forward a little bit, but in the end it's kind of sad.
It ends in darkness.
Yes. And it's darkness. Yes, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I write a lot of songs that has some grit in it, even though this whole record feels kind of light, but there's always hope in it. I think that the next record will be more about
Happiness?
Yeah, I hope so. I wasn't very happy when I wrote a lot of the songs for this record, but they were important to write, and I love playing them, and I'm very happy that I was able to put some of these things into words and to make sense for myself at least. But it means other things for others, like this line, for example. I know I could have picked a better time, I could have been there from the start. I know I'll never find my peace of mind with you buried in my heart. And sometimes I write, it could be about a person, but it could also be about your faith in yourself or in something spiritual, or sometimes it's my relationship to my own creativity or to something in there that is just locked up, and I think this is a little bit about that in this song.
Never been close to dying, never really been alive, never been in the dark, never been in the lights, never been anything I ever thought I would, but I did everything I ever thought I could.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And also this time you can win two things. One of the two things is you can win the new album, Emergency album. You can win the Emergency album.
It is what it's called.
It is what it's called, yeah. So you can win this. You have to go to our Facebook page and you have to share this video and write a comment with CD and Meadows. And the other thing, you can win two tickets, so two tickets for a show of Meadows. So in the end you can check the tour dates, and then you also have to share this video and write this time in the comments tour and Meadows, and everybody who shares this video, we will pick two people and we will write them on the guest list.
Yes, I look forward to seeing
Yeah.
them there, and I really appreciate this. It was a lot of fun to good questions and stuff to talk about. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.